Yeah, we can say hi to everyone.
Hi.
I'm going to pull it up on my phone so I can make sure if we see any people comment on our page. Let's see. There we are. So tonight it's a special time, ReLive at a special time because we have a special guest.
Hi.
If you're watching, make sure you say hello. Can you tell them who you are?
My name is Liam.
Who are you?
A person.
Are you our pet dog?
No.
Who are you?
A person.
He's person. Guys, I guess that's all you're getting tonight.
Yes, I am a person.
How old are you, my little person?
8.
8. Awesome. Are you in school?
Yes.
What grade are you in?
Second liability.
There you go.
She knows everything she's saying.
He asked me if he could be a special guest on my show tonight, and I thought, well, since it's story time, why not?
Story.
So, tonight has been fun. What did we do earlier?
We went to the Halloween bash and I got so much candy.
You got so much candy. Where'd we go to the Halloween bash? The baseball field?
Yes.
The baseball field. And did you see any funny characters tonight?
Fortnite characters. My favorite, I think, was a llama.
The llama. Yeah, that was pretty cool. All right, guys. It is Halloween week. So we are in the throes of that. You want to tell them what you're going to dress up as?
Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. If you don't know what it is, look it up on Google.
There you go.
That's a smart way to do it.
It's a smart way. Google knows everything, right?
Yes!
Google knows everything. All right, guys. So tonight we are going to have story time. Every night for like a long time, Mommy and Daddy have read stories to you, haven't we? We usually read about 3 stories a night. So we calculated that we've read probably somewhere over 5,000 stories. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta turn this down. Okay, I'm not seeing the comments on the computer, so I had to pull them up on my phone so we can see them. Oh, Grammy says hi. See, Grammy says hi. Can you say hi to Grammy?
Hi, Grammy.
So, Miss Liz says hi. Do you see that face, Miss Liz? Oh, did Miss Liz help you learn to read?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Miss Liz helped you learn to read. All right. So we are going to read a story tonight. And the reason I thought about doing this, every once in a while, I don't know about you guys that read stories to your kids, there's a story that kind of sticks out to you that has a meaning to it. And the story we chose tonight really stuck out to me a lot. And I think you guys will understand why when we read it. So, Liam, can you please tell them and show them what story we're going to read tonight?
Clancy the Courageous Cow.
Yes, and it's by, who's it by? Latchy Hume. And one thing I read in here, Liam, can I see the book for a second, please? I read in the front cover earlier today. Let's see where I found that. This says author's note. It says that the author wrote and illustrated this story for a school project when he was 12 years old.
Did he?
Yeah. Gave him a 9 out of 10. Wow. So, Liam's going to help me. We're going to start reading the story, Clancy, the Courageous Cow. And he's going to help by showing the pictures, and then we're going to talk about it. And I would really enjoy it if you guys would have some stories that stuck out to you. So, without further ado, let's read the story. Clancy was born on a stormy day, a day of great disappointment for his parents. You see, they belonged to a herd of belted Galloways. But Clancy had no belt. He was beltless. Would you like to show them the pictures?
Dude.
So we've got Mom and Dad and Clancy with no belt.
No belt. Shad.
He's different. As Clancy grew up, all the other cows treated him like an outcast. What does that say?
Imagine being beltless.
Imagine being beltless. So we've got Clancy and all the other cows not being very nice to him.
Beltless.
So what are these cows doing right now?
Being mean.
Are they being a bully?
No.
They're not being a bully? They're just being mean?
Yes, because it happens multiple times for being a bully.
Oh, okay. All right. Clancy tried to give himself a belt. He rolled in the snow, but it soon melted off. He tied a bandage around his middle, but it gave him a tummy ache. Oh, I feel sick. Do you want to show him the pictures? Can you get it a little closer so they can see better? Yeah, it's kind of backwards, right?
So he's in the snow, and then this is the snow, but then it melts off.
Melts off of him, yeah.
And then here he's got some metal on it. He says, I feel sick.
He feels sick. It's probably because that bandage is too tight, right? He sprinkled sugar on his coat, but the ants drove him crazy. He even painted a white stripe around himself, but it washed off with the rain. Clancy was different, and nothing could be done about it. Nevertheless, his parents loved him dearly. Poor Clancy.
So these are all, over here's all ants.
Mm-hmm.
And then over here is all, like, the
Where he painted.
It's kind of a hard time.
Yeah, it's hard to do it backwards. Make sure you guys say hello. I hope you're enjoying the story. The belted Galloways lived on poor grass, and they were all skinny. The field next to them was full of rich grass and fat Herefords. Can I show them the picture? So we've got the
Fat hairs.
Herefords,
Herefords and
the skinny belted Galloways.
go away! Away!
I'm curious to know if anybody has heard this story as we're reading it.
Clancy the courageous cow.
That's right. The Herefords held the grazing rights to their field since they'd won the cow wrestling contest, which was held once a year. The belted Galloways were trapped in a vicious cycle. The Herefords grew big and strong on rich grass, so they always won the contest. This gave them grazing rights for yet another year. So here it talks about the vicious cycle.
So first it starts up here.
Okay, here. Oh, the cycle, you're doing the cycle?
And then
It goes around like this.
goes right here.
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes right here.
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes up
Up here.
again.
So the belted Galloways never could get big and strong, could they? Because they didn't have good enough grass to eat. Yeah. All right. Some nights the belted Galloways tried to sneak into the Herefords' field to graze, but their white belts always glowed in the dark and gave them away. Get out of here, dumb Herefords. Oh, that's not very nice, is it? One night, Clancy slipped into the Herefords' field
No, that's good because
to try his luck.
these are Herefords.
Right, but that's not being very nice. So one night, Clancy slipped into the Herefords' field to try his luck, and nobody chased him out. He was invisible in the dark. See anything? No, they finally have given up. And what's going on right there?
Easy
Mhm.
grass.
And Mom and Dad are saying, good job, Clancy. You want to show them the pictures?
Doo-doo. No, over here. Right.
Mm-hmm. So here's the belted Galloways sneaking in, right? And they get caught. But over here, they can't even see him, and he's standing right there.
Due to the rich grass.
Because he doesn't have a white belt, does he?
No. So actually not having a white belt. Good.
That's right.
Being different is good. Being different is good.
All right, let's read the next page. The next night, as Clancy grazed, he bumped into another cow. Who's that? Asked Clancy. I am Helga, answered the cow. I'm a totally brown Hereford. Like Clancy, Helga had always been picked on because she was different. Clancy and Helga hit it off immediately, and they grazed together every night. You want to show them the picture?
Okay. Over here, they're eating the grass together, and over here, they bumped into each other.
Yes. Has anybody read this story before?
No one.
It's a great story. Nobody said yet, have they?
Mm-hmm.
All right. At first, only Clancy's mom and dad noticed how big he was getting. Then one day, he bumped into the president of the Belted Galloways and sent her flying. She started to bawl him out, then stopped in amazement. Clancy was enormous. Surely a cow as big as this could win the cow wrestling contest.
We need the rich grass.
They want that rich grass, don't they? The very important Belted Galloways decided that being beltless was not such a bad thing, and that Clancy would represent the herd at the cow wrestling contest. Make us proud, Clancy. I guess I'll show you the pictures since he's taking a break. So he's getting big, and he's going to go to the wrestling contest, and he's going to try and win. Yeah, there's a lot of people watching you tonight. Can you say hi to him?
Kid rule!
You're awesome. All right. So several retired wrestlers trained Clancy and taught him their favorite holds and maneuvers. So they're teaching Clancy how to be a wrestler, aren't they?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens. They're going to wrestle. Are you leaving me?
No.
On the day of the match, Clancy pinned his opponent in record time and won the contest. We have a new champion. So now Clancy won. What does that mean for them?
They get the rich grass.
They get the rich grass. All right. Michelle from next door said, hi. She said that you're too cute. All right, so now what happens? So the Belted Galloways won the rich grass. All right. So now it was time for the Belted Galloways to enjoy the rich grass. They began to chase the Herefords out of the field. Suddenly a voice rang out. It was Clancy. What's Clancy say?
Stop.
Clancy says, stop.
Stop in the name of the law.
Stop in the name of the law. Let's see what happens. Helga stood next to Clancy. This situation has gone on for too long, said Clancy. Black, white, or brown, we are all cows. I say we pull down the fence and be cows together.
Yeah.
What a novel idea. In a little while, after a little while, the Belted Galloways and the Herefords began to get along very well. And it turns out there was plenty of grass for everybody. And then this is my favorite part, you guys. Klinga was born on a sunny day, a day of great joy for her parents. So you can see Klinga
So cute.
is a calico cow, and I just love it. So what do you think of the story, Liam?
Good.
Did you guys like that story? Don't you think it has a really good meaning behind it?
Mm-hmm. Do not bully and be smart.
Be smart. Yeah. You know, some key points that I thought about. Some key points that I came up with that The other cows treated him like an outcast, right? Why did they do that?
He didn't have a belt.
He didn't have a belt, so he was different. He wasn't the same, right? Is it okay to be different? Or do we all need to be the same?
Different. Then nothing would be fun.
That's right. It'd just be boring if we were all the same. Wouldn't it get, there wouldn't be a lot of diversity. There wouldn't be a lot of creativity in the world. Things would just be the same. Could you imagine seeing a bunch of me walking around? That'd be boring. It's good to have differences. Let's see what else. Poor Clancy tried many different ways to get a belt. What were some of the ways he tried to get the belt? The white belt?
Paint.
Mm-hmm. What else? Did he roll in the snow? He rolled in the snow.
He put a white something around his...
The bandage.
Yeah.
Those didn't work, did they?
No.
Have you ever tried to do something to fit in? What about you guys? Have you ever tried to do something to fit in, to be a part of the crowd?
I'm pretty sure you guys have.
Yeah. Sometimes it can feel lonely to be different, right? To be an outcast. But, you know, something that I noticed, what happened at the end or towards the middle of the book? Because he was different, he was able to do what? Eat the grass and help out everyone for the greater good, right? So what else happened? Then he met Helga, and Helga was also different. And so the two different people came together and had a common ground and became really good friends, right? And then Clancy won the wrestling contest. And then he decided enough of being separated, right? Take the fence down.
We're both cows.
We're all cows.
I mean, we're all cows, not both cows.
Yeah. So something that really stuck out to me in this book is that we are all created for a purpose, right? We may not know what our purpose is, but we have to believe that even when we're going through a rough time, that something good will come out of our purpose, right? Or come out of our situation. Sometimes when we're going through tough situations, on the other side, there's going to be something good, and maybe even to help the greater good of everyone. That's something that I really thought was awesome about this book. I also thought that we all need to work together, right? Are you making funny faces? You're distracting them. That we all need to work together to help the greater good, and that it's okay to be different. And what else? Clancy stood up for what he thought was right, didn't he? Have you ever had to do that? Have you ever had to stand up for what you believe? Or have you ever helped a friend that was sad? I know of several stories when you've helped a friend that was sad, right? So and that's part of doing what's right, is helping a friend. And I think that Clancy was very brave to do that, wasn't he? He was courageous, as the story says. Is it sometimes hard to be courageous or brave? Yeah. So what do you guys think about the story? Do you have something that you need to be brave about? Do you have something that you need to stand up for what's right? Do you feel different? Do you feel like you're lonely because you're different? I think that this is a very good story. I really like it because it teaches our kids that it's okay to be different, and we need to stand up for each other and be friends and work together. Michelle said that you are cracking her up with her faces. And she's having a hard time paying attention because you are making funny faces. Silly boy. Do you guys have any storybooks that you have read that stand out to you? Can you think of any other good stories? No. What are some of our favorite books in this household? Elephant. Gerald.
Gerald and Piggy!
Gerald and Piggy are some really good stories.
Yes, they are! Raise them today! They're only $5.
Welcome to my life.
Welcome! Welcome!
It's almost bedtime, isn't it? So anyway, that is what I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight. That was what was on my heart about this story and how we were all created for a purpose. And sometimes when we're going through hard times, it's not, we don't necessarily see what the good that's going to come out of it. Angie says she liked the Ramona Quimby books. Is that like, what was Ramona? I can't remember. Ramona and her father and like other ones like that, maybe. I don't remember. So, what's going on back there? All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for enjoying story time with us. I hope you enjoyed my special guest, who I know he has definitely enjoyed. Do you have a joke for them? You want to leave them with a joke? No jokes? How about a dance? Do you want to leave them with a dance?
I'm trying to think of a joke.
No. I think they'd like to see you do a dance move. No. You don't have to if you don't want to. I can't think of one of your jokes you've told me lately. Do you have it?
What lives in the sewers and fights crime? Now, what lives in the toilet and fights crime? Watch next episode to get the answer.
Oh, look at that little entrepreneur giving you a cliffhanger. So what lives in the toilet and fights crime? So we'll have that answer for you next week. You guys can think about it. Remember, if you're watching the recording, #replay. So I know you've watched. Thank you guys for watching, and catch us next week for our first episode in November. Can't believe it. And it's going to be on something about getting through the holiday season without gaining a bunch of weight or being stressed out or something like that. So I haven't really got the title down. I know who the guest speaker is, and I know the gist of the topic. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching ReLive, and we'll see you next week. Good night.